I wanted to share a difficult flooded basement project that we encountered last year. The homeowner purchased this house, and after their first spring snow melt, they had a half-inch of water in the basement. There were no obvious signs of water intrusion or ponding around the foundation, so it appeared the water was coming up through the slab. When you have flooding in your basement and you're not sure where the water intrusion is, the best step is to go with the sump pump first. Choosing your sump pump location can be difficult, but where the sump pump's located will be important to how effective it is and how non-intrusive it is to your living space. When we started breaking the concrete, the water was right there, so we had to pump it out as we dug. By the time we were able to install the basin, the water level had lowered significantly from us pumping it out. Things were looking really good. A few months later, unfortunately, some of the water returned. We discovered this pipe underground where the water was actually coming back into the home. It appeared to be an old drywall pipe that was used for the clothes washer. After discussing the pipe and its location, the homeowner told us that that's where the new septic system was replaced. We determined that the pipe was likely compromised during the septic dig. The challenge was this pipe is at the complete opposite side of the basement as our sump system, so there was no chance of the water getting to our sump pump before it flooded the space. We decided to cap the pipe for 1 week to see if eliminating it would solve the problem. After another rainfall, there was still water, so we were left with two choices. We could install a perimeter drain around the entire foundation and redirect that water underground to our sump pump location, or we can install a second sump pump and basin where this pipe enters the house. Because of the lower cost and less intrusive work, the homeowner decided to go with the second sump pump at this location. I wanted to read you a message that he sent me after a major rain event once the work was completed. "You'll be pleased to know that our basement is dry, smiley face. A lot of rain and snow and yet not a drop of water. A second smiley face." One of the biggest challenges that I've learned switching from plumbing to flood protection is that it's very difficult to do a real life test on your systems. But when you install a flood protection system, the only real test for it is rain. Because homeowners are not always made of money, we have to take a progressive approach to solving the flooding problem. Starting with a sump pump system and then progressing to a perimeter drainage system may be the best budget option for you, and that's okay. Remember, most flood protection systems will include a sump pump, so it's a great first step towards a dry basement. I wanted to share this particular project with you guys because it really shows some of the challenges and difficulties that we experience as a flood protection company. Of course, we want to solve the problem in one visit, but sometimes it requires additional work to get the basement completely dry. If you're planning to finish your basement, the best thing to do is to ensure that you can see at any point where the water can enter your basement. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and as always, stay dry.